there we go. Happy New Year. We're here, 2024. It's been pretty good so far. I mean, we've been pretty busy. Know there's been a lot of things going on within your life and within my life. We've got some good recordings in. We got to talk to Ramsey. That was an exciting thing that's coming about. And I don't know. I'm excited about what's going to happen for 2024. I know we're trying to work things out so we could plan a little bit better, get this thing going a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, we've definitely had a lot going on the last 2 months since our last episode that was published with Navarez. Fortunately, we've had to put his second half of his story on the back burner, and we are inserting Ramsey's story in for a very interesting 3 parts.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm still processing that conversation we had with him because it was really intense to think, from someone who wanted to join the Marine Corps and be a cook to being switched over to an O1 or an administration and then going to become a combat engineer. That's intense, so. Yeah,
for reals. And all the stories in between and after the Corps. It was jarring. That's the word I had been wanting to use during that whole time when we had recorded with him. It was jarring, and he was our first combat vet that we talked to.
Yeah. So jarring is a great word to put. I think part of that journey was reflecting for me, during my time and how, it really wasn't that intense compared to those who stayed in after and, pursued more for themselves and for the Corps.
Yeah, definitely. So what have you been up to?
Let's see. Work, traffic, a lot of traffic within Los Angeles. I was in the hospital shortly, just for a short stay. I had some back issues, of course, with my nerves. I've been sort of just trying to work through that. I have had some, I guess, little complications from that last little episode I had with my back. And so I've been trying to work with that as much as I can. A lot of pain. But other than that, I've been okay. Let's see. Family's been good. My life has been good, and I'm more excited about you. I know that you've had a new opportunity happen within your life. That's pretty exciting. Would you like to share?
Yeah, definitely. We finally bought our house. My wife and I are homeowners finally. Yeah. So I think there's an applause here somewhere. Oh man, hold on one second. There should be an applause here somewhere. Oh, there used to be an applause.
No, I'm kidding.
There you go. Well, it used to be built in before. I don't know what I did to it. So, you know what? I actually have the sound pad on. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either.
They're all good.
There we go.
Bravo.
Yes. I am a homeowner finally. Thank you, VA. The VA did a wonderful job with helping me out. I know we've had put the VA under a microscope in recent episodes. It's just like any other organization, like we've mentioned before. It has its good and bad. Within 30 days, I got my home.
That's really fast.
That was super fast. I was expecting, from what I heard, 45 to 90 days. I'm like, oh, cool. I got like 3 months, to get this squared away. And no, everything happens super fast.
And with that, now we have a recording space that's a little bit more quieter. We don't have ice cream trucks in the background.
We don't have choppers flying over.
There we go. And people yelling next door, but at least yet.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a beautiful home, and congratulations. And I'm thankful to know that you went through the VA home loan process, because a lot of times it's, a lot of people don't want to try that process. They hear all these other opportunities, and sometimes, it's a little intimidating just to even want to start to go through the VA, because of all the struggles that probably many have gone through with them before. I guess part of what I want to ask is, like, you said you got your home in 30 days. Like, how was the process? Like, what was the first, you got your, you got linked with somebody that is from, explain it.
Okay. So, Ruthie, my wife, she knows a realtor. Well, he's more like the funder, but, he got us in touch with the realtor. Her name is Gina Melendez. She just started showing us homes. We mentioned that we wanted to go through the VA, and before, when we would look at homes, and, in this marriage and my prior marriage, we would always get the VA home loan process would get looked down on, and they would try to talk you out of the process. I'm like, dude, I freaking served for, I did an enlistment, and you're trying to talk me out of my right.
Right.
So they would try to talk you into different programs, the first time homeowner buyer, just different programs that, that but they always look down on the VA, and I never understood why. But I just figured it's a more stringent process. I was really surprised that Gina and David were they were willing to work with us with the VA. I'm like, okay, we're going to get close to that, and they're going to talk us out of it. But no, they were totally supportive. I got my certificate online showing that verifying that I am a veteran and I do qualify for the VA home loan. They ran our credit, bank statements, basic stuff. That was pretty much it. I mean, what helped us out was that neither one of us have a car loan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, both of the cars are paid off. So that really, really helped out because I think that would have hindered the process. We got approved for our loan. And once we got approved, we started looking for homes around that range. And we tried looking for homes in Pico, Whittier, East LA. And it just didn't work out. Just the homes weren't what we were looking for. So we started looking up this way towards Pomona. And we realized how much we like the homes out here. They're older homes. It has that charm that Ruthie was looking for. Once we figured out the area, I started looking at homes that she was going to like, in addition to me. And I know if she was going to be cool with it, I was going to be cool with it. Once we put in our bids for our homes, I think we put a bid in for a home that she really liked. And we were so confident we were going to get it. And we kind of got shut down. That was a little discouraging, but like a week later, we found this home and we put an offer and they accepted it. Once they accepted it, the process was like 30 days, 30 days from that point. So from the end of October until the end of November, December 1, we had our keys in hand.
That's crazy. The one major question I know, what myself, who's eventually hoping to look to buy a home soon, is it true? 0 down with the VA home loan?
Yes, it is 0 down. No PMI, no private mortgage insurance. Usually that gets added into you have to have that in order to, to have your house, but not with the VA. So you're saving yourself some cash. So yeah, we didn't put anything down. So it was just keys in hand.
Wow. That sounds good.
Yeah, that should
that sounds real good. Yeah.
One of the realtors I had talked to, he mentioned that I think he said something like only 8% of his loans from the prior year were only VA that he helped get for people. They were just VA. They went through the VA. Only 8%. So we were talking about how these veterans need to be more educated about that right that they have, to purchase a home through the VA. I mean, this is what we sacrificed ourselves for. One of the things, in addition to education, and for to serve our country, this is one of our benefits, and I think each and every one of us should use it at one point.
Yeah, that's very inspirational. I think I've been intimidated. I remember looking back in the early 2000s, looking for a home, and same thing. They would be like, "Oh, you don't want to go through the VA home loan. You want to look at this teacher next door program, or look at whatever's available out there other than the VA." And it just seems like, oh, I have somebody that knows how to work with that. It was just difficult, and it was intimidating. I do like the fact that, there's more resources available out there. There's the internet, of course, where you could just log on, read about it, not have to pull out a big old book and try to understand it a little bit better. There's communities that are out there that could help out with that as well too. And the fact that people are, especially realtors, are becoming more educated on how to work with the VA home loans that are out there for us. So
yeah, and that was great. Was that Gina and David were so willing to work with the VA process, and yeah, it was more stringent, but it let us know, what, this property inspector is coming out here. He knows the VA loan. He knows that he's really gonna have to provide a real detailed report to us and to the funding company and to whoever else that has to go through approval. Just little minor cosmetic things were done, and once that was fixed, we're good to go.
Wow, that sounds real good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I've been here. This is my second time being here today, but I've already embraced it as home.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
mi casa es su casa.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels great to be here. Like I'm even the drive. Like I was so worried, like traffic. I think that was the only struggle within the week trying to get together was our traffic situation. I come from Torrance from work, and then from here to Pomona. It's not as far compared to what I would probably be driving if I was in Boyle Heights than to Pomona. Depending on the freeway, of course, right?
Of course.
More so, it was just between traffic, the long time and seated for a long time, and also just my pain, was keeping me down. So I'm glad we were able to meet today and talk about at least this portion of it because, it's our right. We, like you said, we served And it's something that was offered to us, and we should be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah. And I every time I've been here for 6 weeks, and I look and I'm like, okay, my body basically paid for this, and everything that we're dealing with after the core,
Right.
On a daily basis. And I have my picture of my grandparents right here on my desk. My grandfather served in the Army, World War II.
Wow.
He served in the European theater. He didn't have that chance to use his VA home loan. And that goes back to educating our veterans. And this is our right. This is our right to use this. And it breaks my heart knowing that he spent his whole life in a rented home when he could have bought a home at any time.
That started that generational change of being able to own a home and all that other stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was right in the midst of that, where he could have got it for freaking maybe 20 grand, if that.
Back then. Yeah.
And the value would have gone up so many times on over, and he didn't have that chance. So that's why I have that picture there that my Aunt Carmen gave me. It's him in his uniform and he's with my grandma. And that's my reminder. I did it. And hopefully you guys are smiling down on me and you guys are proud of me. I know it's going to be tough. And, as Marines, what do we do best?
We adapt and we overcome.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
There we go. Well, right on. Congratulations. Let's cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Please like and subscribe to our podcast. Find us on Instagram at Chat62Podcast. Email us at chat62podcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.
Brothers and sisters at arms, are you struggling with your mental health? You are not alone. There is help available. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is there for you. Call or text 988 to connect with a trained crisis counselor 24/7. Do not hesitate to reach out for support. You are strong. You are loved. Semper Fi.